people, welcome to United View, welcome to another road trip, another Manchester United game as we head to Goodison Park to take on Everton, the struggling Everton, where surely Man United will have to beat an Everton side devoid of any confidence, losing games left, right and centre, at threat of relegation. And then Man United come to Goodison Park at 12:30. Big game. With the loss that Arsenal had, is there a little hope of top four? I'm not getting into it, but it's about trying to keep asking questions, and we couldn't do that last week when we were the first team to play out of the top four rivals, if you want to put it as that. We couldn't do it last week. Spurs went on to win emphatically against Newcastle, and Arsenal went on to lose on the Monday night against Palace. This is similar, you know. Tottenham don't play till later, I think. Well, they got Tottenham take on Villa, and obviously Arsenal have Brighton. So this is another chance for us to maybe ask a question. Can we ask a question? But you know what? It is going to be tough. There's a lot of people saying, surely we got to be beating this Everton side. You look at the noise around the manager at the club this week. Does that bring excitement to the players? Does it bring a little bit of calm? Would the players know about this? Does it settle things down? I'm not so sure. It's still the same group of players, still Ralph Rangnick, it's still the training. Things aren't just going to magically change, in my opinion. And we're still unpredictable as hell. We just need to get to the end of the season, especially with how we've been performing of late. And there's injuries as well. No Raphael Varane. That's a interesting one. I mean, if I look back at his time, if we're assessing his first season, he's my guy. I like to ride out for him, but I won't be biased. It's probably been underwhelming because of the injuries. But when he has played, he's looked assured. Not last week. He wasn't very good last week at all. He was very bad, to be fair. But other than that, when he's played, he's genuinely been okay. But injuries has been a problem. So hopefully that isn't something that keeps going on where we end up in another year saying he's just not fit enough, like a Bailly. I really hope that doesn't happen because I think he's a top-class defender. So Lindelof will probably come in next to Harry Maguire. Luke Shaw is out. He's having an operation to remove the bits of metal in his leg from his operation that he had that time when he broke his leg. So he's going to be out for a couple of weeks. I think Dalot will probably continue at right back. There's no Scott McTominay as well. So is Paul Pogba going to play in a deeper sixth position alongside Fred? We'll have to wait and see on that. Is he going to go with Matic? Let's see. Bruno's obviously, I think, going to play in a 10. Jadon Sancho on the left. Ronaldo is back as well, which is a big plus. Cavani's still out, which, how many times are we going to say that? And it's interesting to see what happens on the right-hand side. Will Rashford get a start? Will he snub him again? I mean, his confidence obviously rock bottom, not getting a start last week over when we had no striker. He still didn't go with him. And he came off the bench late against Leicester and, again, still struggled to make an impact in a game. High-impact game, high-energy game today. Big atmosphere. Does Ralph Rangnick start Rashford? I'm not sure. I honestly can't call it. It literally is 50-50 between him and Elanga. I'm really not sure, especially now Ronaldo's back as well. It definitely only leaves one possible spot Rashford can play in, and that's on the right hand side. But look, I'm going to be honest with you lot, yeah. I still see this game as a massive banana skin. Yeah, I've been watching Everton the whole time. I've been watching a lot of their games. I watched them against West Ham. I watched them against I watched them last week against when they lost. Did they lose the Burnley game? Sorry. And just in recent times, and they have been absolutely abysmal. But there's something about it that you can't rely on Man United doing what we're supposed to do. We haven't been able to do that all season. So why would I start doing that now? You know, I just feel like it's a potential banana skin. I look at when Arsenal went there, and that was a good few months ago, and they weren't as poor as they have been now, as they were then, as they are now. Sorry, but they still turned it on against Arsenal. They wanted it more that day. They put a lot of effort in. They were running about the pitch. They were on Arsenal and deserved to win the game in the end. They're just capable of that sometimes. But I know it's more the fans speaking, because by rights on paper we should be beating this Everton side. We should. They are so poor. But I don't know. I still feel like if we don't turn up and we do the things that we have been doing, which is playing poorly and conceding silly goals, not creating that much, it could be a long afternoon. But get the first goal, I think we'll be all right. I have got a special guest for me today. Yes, I have got a special guest for me today. It's not KG. I've got a guest on the road trip. Marcel, what are you saying?
Yes, how you been, guys? Looking forward to a good game today against Everton. I think we're going to win, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I really do think it's possible, Flex, man. I think Ronaldo back means goals. And, Bruno today should really be performing a lot better than what he did the other day. And Burnley, to be honest with you, they lost. Burnley won and beat Everton the other day.
Yeah.
And then Everton, just the way that they performed was so poor, man. I think we should be beating them, So
We should be, but you know what we're like.
Yeah.
You know what we're like. It don't always happen, bro.
Our performances this season haven't warranted these kind of wins, these easier games, if I should say that. And Everton have been poor the whole season, but it's a Lampard Everton. Even Ollie beat a Lampard Everton, a Lampard team. Sorry. Yeah. So it's possible.
Yeah, it is possible. I have to ask you this. I know remember you were talking about them 9 points, and obviously, yeah, them 9 points out of Leicester, Everton, and Norwich.
Yeah.
Obviously, first game dropped 2 straight away.
Yeah.
What are you saying if we do win today? Like, Spurs got Villa. Obviously, they have to win that game.
Yeah.
Arsenal got Brighton.
Yeah.
Are you still in that mode of like thinking, it's still possible, or you just checked out? Yeah.
Good question. I think yes, I'm still in the positive, optimistic. At the end of the day, I said 3 games, and the next one after this, I believe, is Norwich, another game that we could win. It just brings, like you've been saying, it brings the pressure. It adds pressure to what is a very, very tight race for the top 4. And Chelsea are in poor form right now.
Yeah,
Chelsea in poor form. Yeah. They could get sucked in. They've had a difficult game against Real Madrid. They've got Southampton in between, and then they've got a 3 London derbies. Put it that way. Yes, Crystal Palace's cup game, but it's still in and around tough games that they got to compete for. And then even for Arsenal, Brighton's not. Brighton. We've seen what Brighton can do. Potter came to Old Trafford and played a brilliant game of football, even with adversity. To a man down. Yes, Ronaldo played brilliantly that game and scored a very good goal, but I still feel like it's possible for us. I don't want, and that's such a Man United thing. Last minute,
imagine if we get top 4 after all of this crap. I won't even know what to make. I'll be speechless. No, I'll be speechless, because one thing is winning today and potentially winning against Norwich, let's say, but the other is when we play Liverpool and Arsenal in the same week, it becomes very peak, in my opinion.
It's a long day. It is a long day, but there's still even opportunity at Chelsea, or against Chelsea. We still would have Chelsea to play in the latter part of the season, and then Crystal Palace, I believe. So even then, it could go right down to the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But I don't want to discount us too early. Like I said, it was an emotional time after Atletico, and I said then I don't want to discount things. It's not, the season's doom and gloom. We have been shocking. I'm not gonna say that we haven't been shocking. A third of the season was under Ollie, and it was poor, and we had the best run of games out of all the competition at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Chances.
And we had the best run when Rannick come in as well.
Exactly.
Them 10 games or whatever it was, we was all like, this is a perfect set of fixtures to walk into. You should be doing this, you should be doing that, and it just didn't happen. On today's game, though, the thing with Rashford, would you start him?
It was a bit. We left them out in a team where we had no recognised striker flex. That hurts. Yeah, as a striker, that hurts. So, and confidence is already low as it is. I would like to see him start. It's an Everton side that are just so poor right now.
Yeah.
Hopefully he gets a goal. I will start.
Yeah. And in midfield, are you playing Pogba or Matic next to Fred?
Fred needs to play.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's a good point. 100%. Fred needs to play, and Matic is out.
But because McTominay's out, so Fred's the shoe-in.
Yeah.
Who are you playing alongside Fred? Matic or Pogba?
Pogba.
Yeah.
Pogba. I think he's not gonna stay on for next season or whatever. But I would play Pogba, man. I want assured quality. I want a person to open up defenses. They're most probably gonna sit back. So Pogba would be the man for the job for me.
Okay. Last thing now. Got to do it. Prediction time. Hit the people with the prediction time.
2-1, and a confident 2-1 victory. Ronaldo and Bruno goals, just like they've done for international break.
When you're with somebody like Marcel, their energy is infectious. So 12-0. Not 12-0. But the sun's shining. I might regret this later, but life's for living, innit? Do you know what I mean? And I want them to, the fight down the bottom. I want to keep compiling that pressure onto Everton. To be fair, I think Lampard is one of the most gassed up managers going. I want to keep that pressure on them, and I want, who helped Watford out. I like Watford. I want them to stay up. Burnley, we'll have a chance. You know, we'll make it more interesting down there. So I hope we do our jobs today. I hope we win the game. I'm gonna join Marcel with 2-1.
Yes.
Marcel's converted me. Hopefully, we're not sitting in the car on the way back home.
Stressed.
Yeah, stressed. Please, mate, no, do not, please. But I'll go over narrow 2-1. I think it will. I don't think it'll be as easy as everyone thinks. Hope it is, but I don't think it is. Smash a like on the video, peeps. We are, I don't know now, probably 700 subscribers away from 100k or 800, something like that. So make sure you guys hit a like and a subscribe, more importantly, on the video as well. Join KG for the match view, keep him company, and then you will have KG for the full-time view as well. Make sure you keep those guys both company as well. Get your thoughts and your comments in on the show as well, and then we'll be with you with the match views, the fan views, sorry, after the game as well. Laters, peace.